The first thing we're going to do in order to create a split screen is to create layers. And to do that, we're essentially just going to drop our videos on top of one another. And when we do this, we're essentially just creating a separate track for each of our videos. And when we do this, this will become the foundation for doing a split screen. Next, we're going to talk about parameters that we're going to play with in order to create that split screen effect. Parameters such as zoom, precision, and cropping are very likely going to be some of the parameters that we're going to encounter quite a bit, we're going to play with quite a bit in order to help us achieve that effect. Now, to get started, we can either start from top to bottom in this case, or start from bottom to top. I'm going to start from bottom to top, so I'm going to turn off the other two tracks for now. And to create a horizontal split, the first thing we're going to do is to go to our video at the bottom, and we're going to crop off the top first. And then once we do that, then what we're going to do is we're going to move this video towards the bottom third. So this way we're going to have more space for the other videos. Then we'll get started on our second video here. And then we're going to crop off the bottom first. And then we're going to move this video a little bit closer to our first video so that it kind of sits in the middle. We need to crop off the top a little bit in this case. Okay, that looks about right. And then we're gonna finish off with our third video. We're gonna just crop off the bottom for now. That looks good enough. So now if we go ahead and play this, you will see that we have now a split screen where we have three different videos playing at the same time, horizontally on the same screen. So now, next, we're gonna look at how to do this vertically. To do a vertical split, the idea is pretty much the same. We're going to turn off the other two tracks for now. And then the first thing we're going to do to the video at the bottom is that we're going to get started with cropping, but instead of top and bottom, we're going to do left and right. So we're going to play with crop left and right a little bit, and then we're going to move it to the left hand side. We want this to be the first video. And then we're going to get started with our second video here. Once again, we're going to do similar things. We're going to crop left and right, and so that it fits kind of in the middle. And then we're going to move it a little bit closer to the left hand side. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to finish off with our last video here. We're going to do a very simple crop left, and then we're just going to move it over to the right hand side so that it fits in the empty space. Okay, so if we go ahead and play this right now, you will see that we have now three different videos playing at the same time, but instead of horizontal, this is now a vertical split. The last split screen effect we're going to look at doesn't require cropping much, but instead we're going to have different videos playing side by side right next to each other on the same screen. So to get started, we're going to turn off all the other tracks first, and then we're going to turn on transform. And then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to resize. We're going to change the size of the video so that it's much smaller. And then we're going to move this video to the top left corner there of the screen. And then we're going to move on to our second video. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to resize first. And then we're going to make sure that this video fits at the top right corner there. And then we're going to move on to the third video. We're going to once again resize first and then move it to the bottom left corner of the screen. And then we're going to finish off with our last video. So now if we go ahead and play this, you will notice that we now have four different videos playing on the same screen, side by side, right next to each other. So this is another very common split screen effect. All right, guys, I hope this helps, and I will see you in the next video.